The 2022 Audi A5 gathers magnificent execution from a setup of intense motors and energetic taking care of. It likewise brags an opulent and include rich inside. What's happening for the 2022 Audi A5? A couple of minor changes, for example, more extensive accessibility of 19-inch haggles. Famous Black Optic bundle mark 2022 for the A5. The A5 arrangement is accessible in convertible, roadster, and smooth sportback variants. In addition to this, survey likewise covers the firmly related yet more remarkable S5 and RS5 forms. There's not a terrible one in the pack, however the more you spend the more presentation you'll find. Base vehicles called 40 TFSI utilize a 201 HP Super 4, while the 45 TFSI utilizes an uprated rendition evaluated at 261 horsepower in addition to gentle mixture tech to decrease fuel utilization. S5s put 349 horsepower down by means of a turbocharged V6, while the fierce RS5 checks in with 444 horsepower. On all, search for either a 7 or 8-speed programmed gearbox connected to all-wheel drive. No A5 is manageable, however, the 201 HP motor is entrusted with muscling around a genuinely weighty vehicle. No matter what's underhood, search for dealing with to match these vehicles' suggestive looks. In addition to agreeable suspensions that get stiffer as power yield rises, versatile dampers are discretionary and beneficial as you stir up the setup. Great in general accident test scores are supplemented by a wide accessibility of driver help tech intended to diminish exhaustion on expressway trips. All variants have more standard gear than we anticipate from an extravagance vehicle, for example, genuine cowhide upholstery. In addition to a 10.1-inch infotainment screen with Android Auto and remote Apple CarPlay. 2021 versus 2022 Audi A5. What's the difference? Audi rolls out just minor improvements to the A5 setup for the 2022 model year. There's a recently accessible Black Optic bundle for the base model. And other appearance updates incorporate new haggle choices and a few smoothed-out bundles. A game suspension is recently standard in some mid-range manages. And the superior presentation Audi RS5 is accessible with a few new plan and game upgrades. In conclusion, standard Android Auto gets remote capacity. Here are the vital changes for the Audi A5 throughout the course of recent years. 2018, completely overhauled with new Sportback body style, all the more impressive motors, and superior execution, RS5 model. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and various dynamic well-being highlights opened up. 2019 RS5 Sportback model presented. Manual transmission ceased. 2020 invigorated outside plan. A 10.1-inch contact screen infotainment framework, warmed front seats, and an all-encompassing sunroof added to standard elements list. 2021 Sportback 40 TFSI base model with 201 torque motor presented. Discretionary turbocharged motor acquired 13-pole. Path takeoff cautioning and remote Apple CarPlay became standard. 2022 smoothed out choices and bundles. New execution highlights for RS5 model, and remote capacity for Android Auto. The Audi A5 territory offers clean, eye-catching lines outside and a refined, while perhaps not as outwardly moving, inside. We score the setup at 7 out of 10, putting together our number with respect to the more famous Sportback variant. That model is essentially a downsized A7, which has a major commendation, taking everything into account. Roadsters and convertibles are beginning to look a piece natural since Audi hasn't changed their essential profile in over 10 years, even with an update. However, what worked then actually works today. S5 and RS5 variants throw in sportier guards, wheels, and more modest trim, yet don't adjust this recipe much. Inside, these vehicles have pleasant lines yet could be more creative.